What up, YouTube? Back at you with another video. Today we're going to talk about Logic 10.5, the new update. I really mess with it. I like it a lot. I've been a long time Logic user for a while now. I've been using Akai, Beatmaker 3. I have an MPC-1 if you want to know what kind of Akai I use. But pretty much been using Logic for years now, and I'm gonna say I still don't know everything about it. And this new update, I'm trying to learn as well. But I'm gonna say this: it's almost like you live in a big city, and I'm gonna say afraid. You know, sometimes you're afraid to take a chance and get lost. Well, I've been getting lost a lot more these days in Logic, but back in the day I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I was afraid of it, and my work ethic just wasn't there. But now that I'm back focused, Logic has been my go-to, and it's my I'm a Mac user, so basically it's almost like living in a big city and you know all the main ways to get somewhere, but you don't know the shortcuts. That's basically my whole situation with Logic right now. So, but anyways, we're here to talk about the new update, and specifically two portions of the new update, and that is the quick sampler and the sampler. Good. I like them both. I like it way better in Beatmaker 3 because you can do so much with it. And then I got my Apple Pencil, and it's even easier to chop up a perfect loop or manipulate or change the audio wave file the way you want it to sample it. You know what I mean? But you know, Logic has its limitations when it comes to quick sample. Like, for instance, I can't save imported file from my turntable. I figured out a workaround, but there should be an option in Quick Sampler itself to save the sample. And what I know most of you saying there is, you can export the audio file, which I've tried a million times. Every time I export the audio file, I don't know where it goes. So I found a workaround. So first of all, what we're going to do is already basically started the two channels or tracks, of what you want to call them. I named it Quick Sampler and Sampler. So I'll do it again. I'm just going to delete these. Just walk you from the start. So I'm going to choose Software Instrument. And you have your options. You have already, that's the last instrument that I use, so it's going to be the first one that they recommend me use for my next session, or if I hit a new session. So I want to use a sampler, but I also want to use a quick sampler. And so I'm going to choose that one first. Alright, cool. I'm going to rename it. You double click on the name and then type in what you want, your desire. Quick sample. I'm actually going to, this is the duplicate, if you want to duplicate the exact track, you know what I'm saying, you can copy that exact track over, but we're not using this exact track, so we're going to use the sampler this time. Great. And then I'm also going to do one more channel, an audio file. And we'll choose the input as input 1, 2. That should be the turntable coming in. Alright, so next, what we're going to do is we're going to select our track, our quick sample track. And you see your region parameters and all that over here to the left. You can turn those off and on by choosing, that's for your instruments, your tray for your instruments. The I button is for your inspector. That's your inspector, and it turns it on and off if you don't see it. So right now you can see it, so we're just going to click that once and it's going to bring up the quick sample. You have your classic, you have your one shot, you have your slice, you have your recorder. We want the recorder. And it should have chose that input, but it didn't. So what we're going to do is put input 1, 2. That should be my turntable, which I'm getting a signal right now because the turntable is spinning. So once it passes this threshold right here, it's going to begin to record. So we have a record here spinning. So what we're going to do is we're going to arm it So it's armed. So as soon as it gets a signal from the turntable, it's going to start to record. Which once I unhit this pause button, it's going to record instantly because it's going to the threshold is going to the audio is going to go past the threshold. And you're not hearing it because the monitor button isn't on, but hit monitor and you should be able to hear it. You won't be able to hear it now because of my audio interface and what I got selected at the time, but we did get a file, so we're just going to stop that. So now that we got the audio file, I just want this portion right here, but I want to also hear it. So let's go to Logic, let's go to Preferences, let's go to Audio. And yeah, see, it's sending audio through the turntable. We want the output device to be MacBook Pro speakers. Okay, apply changes. So when you hook up different interfaces while Logic is activated or on, basically it's going to give you an option saying, hey, do you want to use this codec? Which y'all saw me click yes, right? But for the turntable, it's going to put on the audio on the output as well, so the turntable doesn't have speakers on the physical turntable. So there's like it's like a little speaker in it because I can still hear audio coming from it, but it's not loud enough. It doesn't have an amp. But basically, you would need to hit monitor to hear it. So if I'd have changed my preferences to let y'all hear it, it would have been good, but I was already recording. But it's all good. I proved the point no matter what. So basically, right now, I'm going to turn on my keyboard. And when I hit the key, I should be able to play this. You should be able to hear it. And that since it's in classic mode, every key I hit, it'll go up. The pitch will go up. So basically, and if you want this to well, yeah, that's the sample that I want. So you can zoom in by hitting these buttons right here, or you can zoom in with your magic mouse too. So I'm gonna make sure that's like right on point. And now you can right click and you can crop the sample. So that's all you got now. Now when I hit right click, because I want to maybe I want to save this, I hit right sample loop to an audio file. I think it's being saved in the project itself, but like it doesn't really give me the option to put it on the desktop or to save it where I want to save it. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to let that slide. We're going to put that to the side for a second. Let me just minimize it. It will minimize. I could just close it all. I'm just going to close it. We're going to keep it simple. We're just going to hit quick sample to close it. So now I'm just going to reorder this. I'm going to put this under the quick sample. Excuse me, burping. Now I'm just going to hit X on my keyboard to open up my mixer. And so with the quick sampler, I'm actually going to send it out on a bus channel. So I'm going to send it out of bus 1. We're going to name it audio recorder or audio sender. It's going to use it as well, it is a bus, so we're going to call it as a bus, audio bus. So what's going to happen is we're going to choose a menu. Will go down. We're going to choose this audio right here, this audio file. We're going to hit record, and its input we're going to change to the bus quick sample. So when I record, I'm just going to play a key off the quick sample, and when I record, it's going to pick it up and record that sample into that channel as an audio file. So bus 1. So I forgot one vital thing to do. I forgot to send the bus 1 here from here. So what I need to do is bring the audio up. That's why I didn't get a signal. So let's do that again. If I hit X, keyboard is up. That's why. Let me hit X again. All right, cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna redo that. I'm gonna audition it. You see where I wanted at. I'm gonna hit record. Don't worry about the tempo. We got the file that we wanted. So you see it, it's right there. It's recorded now. If it's not loud enough for you, you can normalize it. So you can go to function, normalize region gain, apply, cool. Now, if you wanted to chop that up yourself, you could right here. You can edit this file yourself right here if you wanted to. So, but we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is we're going to actually save this, export as an audio file. It's going to name it what we have here as the project, but I'm going to just put it on the desktop. And it will be called Untitled 4. When you see that, it'll be Untitled 4. So we're going to export it to the desktop. And we're going to look for it. It should be right here. I see it. Alright, got it. Got it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to open up the sampler. Going to open that up. And you can click these buttons at the top to close what you don't want to look at. So what we need is mapping and zone. We don't need synth. And then what I'm actually going to do is drag that sample I just sampled over to the sampler, and I'm gonna choose the zone where I want it to play at. That's C1. And you know what? I'm moving too fast. I put it in the wrong place. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna redo that. Well, it's still there anyway. It just didn't load. Excuse me. So if I wanted to edit that file now, and I just wanted to pick up right there, and just use that portion. And if I wanted to stretch it down between the keys, just do that. Just grab it by the end and stretch it down. And you can play it all the way down the key to the C2 audio. And when you go past it, it doesn't play. Only wherever you stretch it that you can do it. But now I had that sample. So I'm like, this sample ain't really working for this project. I don't like it. So now, what I just did, I can actually just open an audio file editor. That same little portion that I chopped up, I can now save it. I can go audio file, save a copy as audio file, save a copy as audio file. Now I can change the name to whatever I want. I can put it wherever I want. We're going to just put Funky Sound. I'm not going to tell you where I sampled that from because I'm going to use that. But anyways, Funky Sound. Save. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, that seems like the only way that how you can really save a sample from your turntable into Logic for me right now. Apple, if y'all hear this, please, 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 with your update, add a save sample button. It'll make life a lot easier. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I'm going through records and I might hear something and I want to save it since I've been listening to it already and it's already being sampled into the my machine. I might just want to save that sample for later and then keep going until I find the tune that might match the project that I'm working on at that time. So Logic, just add a save as button in Quick Sampler. Make it easier. Thank you for watching. Be on the lookout for more videos coming soon. iPad Don here, or Kylo Don, my producer names, you know what I'm saying? So, but be on the lookout. Thanks for supporting me. See you later.